should all dealings with non-wine alcohol be avoided? Okay, so we need to look at what we're talking about here. So in the Hanafi school, alcoholic drinks, drinks that are fermented and become alcoholic, that are made from dates and grapes, are considered wine, and they are najas, so they're impure. If you come into contact with, anything more than like the equivalent of a £2 coin in area, on your clothing or your body or on your place of prayer, you can't pray. It's invalid. So they're impure. They are also haram to drink in terms of, excuse me, even a few drops of it, a single drop of it is haram to ingest. That's if it's made out of dates and grapes. Okay, so now there are other liquids. So the question is saying non-wine alcohol. So there are other liquids that are considered alcoholic, but they're not dates and grapes. So there's a number of situations here. The first situation is when you have drinks like beer or vodka or sake, the Japanese drink they make out of rice. So all of these are impermissible to consume because they intoxicate a person. You might not get intoxicated by one glass or one cup, but ma askara kathiruhu faqaliluhu haram. Something which intoxicates in large amounts, even a small amount of it is haram to ingest. So you can't even have a drop, the same as wine. However, are they najas? Are they impure like wine made from dates and grapes? No. Right? They don't have that same ruling. So, for example, if someone was, on a train and there'd been someone sat there before and they'd had a beer and some of it spilled or whatever, and this person doesn't realize it goes on their clothes. Technically, yes, we can't ingest that, but if it's on your clothes, technically, it's not impure. You could pray in that and, it'll be valid. So with those things, a believer does his best or her best to avoid these anyway. And you do your best to avoid being in places where wine is consumed or any sort of alcoholic drinks are consumed. It's just unbecoming, right? Go find another place to hang out, right? And then we have forms of alcohol that are not in drinks. And not even in food, like sometimes included in the previous thing would be like if they were to pour, like on Christmas cake, they pour some wine on or something on some alcoholic drink and they burn it and these sorts of things. You wouldn't consume anything like that either. But alcohol, anything made out of ethanol or something like that, in and of itself, if it's not for drinking, its usage is the modern fatwa in our times is that its usage is permissible and it's not impure. So whether it's some form of this chemical in your toothpaste or in your shampoo or in a spray, or if it's like a byproduct in small amounts of from when producing fizzy drinks or vanilla extract or something like this, then it's permissible to consume, is permissible to buy and sell. It's coming into contact with it, it won't make you impure or it'll make your clothes impure. So that's permissible in that regard. So it's best to understand the three categories that we have here. And so with that, alhamdulillah, in the Hanafi school, there's a lot of leeway for a lot of these things.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله